Oh, it's the complete opposite. Yeah, for sure. But it's not showing to me how far away it is.
14,582 kilometers.
Oh
So,
my god.
so almost 15,000 kilometers.
And that's why we need to have StarCraft tournaments, just to be able to put this distance in one game. This is 50,000 kilometers, but in StarCraft you can play against these players easily.
Exactly. In Peru, it's 12 a.m. In Russia, it's 12 p.m. So, well, I don't know if you can say that. So, for one guy, it's noon. For the other, it's midnight. So, that just shows. Oh, I need to go down. Sorry.
Okay, let's go. The final match, number uno.
Let's see who will win. The guy that is playing in the sun or the guy that is playing in the middle of the night. Terror versus Dewalt.
The day player or the night player.
And the Dewalt is leading 1-0, correct?
Yeah, Dewalt. Oh yeah, so I should put this on the screen because he was going from the winner bracket, so he deserved this 1-0 lead.
So Dewalt on the bottom left, our Protoss player.
Yeah, and the Terror, our Terran player on the top right position. Top left position, sorry. So did they play each other in this tournament already? I'm not sure, because I know that Dewalt was playing against Dandy and he won 3-1, but he wasn't playing against Terror, so
Maybe they played in the qualifier?
mm, in the qualifiers, Dewalt was playing against Gornish, and Terror was playing against Dandy in show matches, but both of them lost his matches, and they went from open qualifiers matches. So
I think they played in the same qualifier even. I'm not sure.
yeah, maybe they does. And pretty standard opening from both players. Terror is taking the raffinery, so he will not try to build supply barrack and command center strategy. Some as Dewalt, he is not trying to build Nexus after pylon. He put gateway, so both of them are playing really carefully.
No, they didn't play in the qualifier, no.
So, who are you voting for?
I'm all for Dewalt. I'm his fanboy.
I will make a vote just to see who is chat making to win the Bombastic StarLeague 3. This is really interesting because it took a lot of time and a lot of effort from me to organize it, and I'm really happy that we're almost in the place that we have our winner.
So guys, give it out. Shoutouts on the chat. Who will win this map? Come on. It's time to vote. By the way, did you hear about that Africa StarLeague bullshit on the new season?
No, I didn't hear what happened.
Well, they apparently they can't really start the season because Blizzard is wants really a lot of money from them for licensing, and they don't really have the cash to. Well, they could just pay it out of their own cash, but the Blizzard's requirements are ridiculous. Apparently, they want something around $90,000 for license to make a tournament. $90,000.
So it would be such a nice prize pool. So Blizzard is actually blocking possibility to make StarCraft tournaments in the highest level.
They always demanded that licensing, but you know it is a bit much. I understand the Africa TV's proposition they did. Apparently, they didn't made any money from from any of for StarLeague so far. I understand that by just even cutting by half $90,000 for 20-year-old game, it's ridiculous. It's really ridiculous.
Oh, but maybe
I know that I know that it's not official. It's only something that people find out, but also no one denied it. So I don't know.
but it would be sad because StarCraft is a game which made Blizzard the one of the greatest producer of the games. So they should put some more respect to it. Oh yeah, they should turn off the luck and put some more respect.
Well, they did say the statement, the official statement was pretty clear that it was about Blizzard, not specifically that it's about money, but yeah.
So how $90,000 went from? Someone from Africa told that they want $90,000.
And there was an interview and someone said something like that. But you know, those amounts are never official. Just like people are saying that the Overwatch League spots like are that the licensing is $10 million, but it's also like not confirmed anywhere. But still, everyone says that it's this is the estimate.
Yeah, but I still believe that Blizzard is the best company to produce games. So maybe they will figure it out to be good for everybody, because it would be stupid to block playing for the players if someone wants to do it.
It did happen even when StarCraft was a very popular game back in the day with all the they made their own TV station, their own player to cast the games, their own league to counter the Kespa League. So there was always a lot of drama involved, Blizzard. So, yeah.
Yeah. If you don't know what it is going about and why they are fighting for, the always obvious reason is the money. Yeah.
It's always about. Well, why you don't know what it is about? It's always about money.
Whoa! Such a blowout! Everything blew up. The players decided that they want to start with a clean sheet and decided to blow their units away, and it looks like Dewalt will be able to defend it. Extremely well played by Dewalt.
Very nice. He shortened the distance so well, and he even kills that vulture just in time. Amazing.
Yeah, amazing.
But yeah, it is a fact that Blizzard is licensing tournaments. So yeah, there is a form on their side. If you want to make a tournament of a bigger size, it requires their permission, or they would. So let's say you make a tournament like Zero. You make a tournament and you make it really big. You stream it on Twitch, and you don't have permission from them. They will just go to Twitch and they are. It is possible that they would ban the stream. That Twitch would log the stream.
Yeah, it might be possible. So let's make 5 small tournaments instead of 1 big one, so they will not notice. But yeah,
well, when you have it's they are getting involved when you got big sponsors, when you have TV, when you have a big scene, a big studio, stuff like that.
Yeah, but maybe Blizzard is thinking that when they are doing so huge tournaments, maybe they should be earning something on it. There is always business involved. They also need to pay their employees and for their company. I mean, they need money for developing their company. So maybe there are players. Yeah, the Blizzard. I meant that Blizzard is also a company that should make money. So this is the world we are living.
Well, this is the point of every company, you know. We have a drop. Will that turret be made in time? No.
Yeah, nice Zeros attacks.
Nice to Zealots. He killed that tank on the cliff. It was a very dangerous spot. That tank on a cliff was
that mine! Whoa, such a nice explosion with that mine. We should get back into this game because it's look extremely interesting. It looks like Dewalt have
we
a little bit advantage. What? We don't care about the limit.
No, we got carried away a bit about.
Oh yeah, we got carried away.
So yeah, let's go back to the game.
Yeah, because you are always carried away with the stuff which are making a lot of emotions on you, and so.
And people playing StarCraft are very passionate about the game. So
yeah, so let's see what Dewalt will do right now, because he has such a nice advantage. He's producing carriers already, like you said before, and TerrOru is on defense, so will he be able to get back into this game?
Well, so far, TerrOru didn't really achieve much.
Yeah, the first push didn't work, but the Dewalt attack also didn't work, but he was able to kill few STVs, so overall Dewalt is ahead in this game, and TerrOru needs to do something to get back into this game.
Well, TerrOru will expand at 12 o'clock. He did mine. He did put mines, and he sees all the expansions. He knows that the world is expanding at 6 o'clock. That's why he's slowly thinking about expanding on 12 o'clock. The command center will float there very soon, but he needs to be prepared for those carriers, and I am not sure if he did scout that. I'm not sure if he scanned, because he wasn't. He didn't manage to sneak any vultures inside. I believe he did scan his base. It would be natural to try to scan your opponent if you can't manage to scout otherwise. We will see very soon if he will start pumping out vultures. Sorry, Goliaths.
Yeah, but that's good that he's stabilizing his third base.
Well, but with only 4 factories, will he be able, even if he pumps out a lot of Goliaths now, even if he makes all those Goliaths only, will he be able to counter those carriers? He will soon have 4 carriers.
Yeah, that's
and
what I mean.
No Goliaths at all.
That's what I mean. If he will have free expansion, he will have time and money to put 3 or 4 factories more, and this might be the time to push enough number of Goliaths, because right now he will not be able to build enough of them. And he scanned the carriers, so he knows.
I think it was too late. I think it might be too late. He's making a starport. He might go for like Valkyries, but I don't know. I don't know. If he doesn't make Goliaths, he needs to find out some other counter.
Yeah, if you have 10 Valkyries, they are killing interceptors like crazy. But if you have like 4 of them, it's doing nothing. So Rise might be better in smaller numbers.
Yeah, but he already have 4 carriers. He will not be able to build up any sort of counter in time.
Yeah, he's making the range upgrade for the Goliaths, but 4 carriers are already in his natural, and there are no Goliaths at all. Only first of them are coming from the factories, but it is definitely too late.
It will be very difficult when those dragoons show up. It will be all over for that expansion. After that, he will. Well, he can even just go straight into main.
But they would have only like 16 dragoons until this stage of the game, so it shows that.
Just look at the supply count. What happened there?
Yeah, it was huge advantage after defending this push from TerrOru. Dewalt went for quick expansion, and TerrOru wanted to deny it, and it didn't work. So this is what happened when you are trying to rush the expansion and it's not working. 2-0 for the world. 2-0 lead.
A good skill to have.
Yeah, a good skill, talent to have. Yeah, for the world.
Behind.
Yeah, so behind. This is something with my brain. I'm not using English so often, so I need to think of some words. And he was so behind that if he wouldn't be so behind, this dragon number would be he would be able to push this Terran army and buy some times just to produce more carriers.
Okay, on the other hand, I will ask you this. So he did lose the first engagement, he was behind. Was it really that good idea to expand instead of make more units?
If he would make Goliaths instead of making this base, he might defend for 1 or 2 minutes longer because he would have more units, but in the longer phase of the game he would have no possibility to get back into this game on the late stage, because I believe you need to have free expansions to produce Goliaths and tanks to answer Protoss with carriers and free expansions. So in the long term game, I believe it was a good idea to take this expansion, and if he would defend it, he would be in not so bad spot.
So it all came down to scouting.
Yeah, and not working, and this push which not work properly for TerrOru.
Okay, guys, once again we got them on the left side of the map. This time they switched places, so Dewalt will be on top. Our Protoss player.
Yeah, and TerrOru, our white Terran players, will be at the bottom left position.
Oh, you could say like Caucasian. No, I don't know if saying white is. Oh, sorry.
This is the Caucasian color.
Yeah. No, never mind. Just.
Yeah, for me, pink and purple are the same. So.
Just fooling around.
Yeah, I know.
So what can TerrOru do actually? He's behind. He's 2 games behind. He needs to make some wins. This is his map. So he needs to do something. He needs to show a lot of strength. He is sending that SCV very quickly. He is sending another SCV very quickly. So yeah, something will happen.
Yeah, something will happen, and I'm sure Nexus will happen, and also fast expansion will happen. So probably we will have a macro game. This is what I like.
Yeah, he's scouting very quickly. But barracks almost up.
Yeah,
so
and
also expanding, but Dewalt will have an advantage with his faster expansion and no way from TerrOru to well, unless TerrOru manages to scout that. If TerrOru would scout Dewalt right now, he could go for a quick to factory push.
Yeah, he could go, but we saw an exact situation from Dewalt versus Dandy yesterday, and Dandy also went for fast expansion, and Dewalt countered it with fast DT drop. And so let's see how Dewalt will react right now.
He's making a command center. He didn't find his opponent. So yeah, it will go to the macro game. And I believe in that macro game, like I said, I probably favor Dewalt a bit more.
Yeah, probably, but TerrOru showed us that he can play a longer game against Dandy, who is also a great player, a great Protoss player. So I would give some chances for TerrOru also in the longer game.
We have to mention one more thing, because Dewalt is playing with BSL tag. So if you are wondering why he is participating in the next BSL tournament that is starting with a ladder phase, I'm sure you can give more info about that, more specific info.
Yeah, if someone didn't have it, we are organizing the 4th edition of Bombastic StarLeague, and right now the ladder tournament is going on. I did give you the link in the description in the chat, so you can read about it and you can participate. It's tournament for everybody, and top 96 players will participate. So if you are feeling that you are in top 100 of foreigners players, you should participate.
Or just play some ladder. Just put some more fun in your everyday ladder, just by participating. Even if you don't want to win anything, just have some fun.
Yeah, because there are almost 200 people are right now. It is like 189 people playing right now. So so it will be ladder. If you want to see the players with best attack, you can check who of the foreigners are in the top position. So it is also a nice thing to see on what level of foreigner players are you.
Nice thing to see. Okay, we've got machine shop almost up. Very slowly building up. Dragon Rage almost done. Dewalt will put some pressure on that bunker. But he will not do much damage. It will be just a bit of a pressure to pull at least few SCVs from mining. It's very minor things. But it all adds up in the end.
Yeah, and this game, it looks pretty stable from both players. None of them is making something silly and risky. I'm sure that we will see another expansion from the world pretty soon.
Oh, what happened there? What did why did he raise that? That's oh.
I'm not sure what happened. Yeah.
That was unfortunate. He panicked a bit.
Maybe
he wanted to do a comsat. He had to lift that barrack, but he still had the command center. So he raised that command center for a moment. Really unfortunate.
Yeah, maybe he wanted to. Oh yeah, because he wanted to put the barracks behind near the second barracks, and he wanted to click L to lift, and he clicked on command center and lifted up instead of putting the barracks on the ground. Because you can see what is going on. What is going on in TerrOru base.
Oh, nice! I didn't saw that. I wasn't paying attention. And that will surprise Dewalt, I believe. He does have 4 gateways. He's making a Stargate and the Templar Archives. Oh, this will be a surprise. This will be a big surprise for Dewalt.
Yeah, and let's see when he will notice and realize what is going on.
Well, the only possibility for him is to scout it with an observer.
Oh yeah, and right now there are no turrets, so observer will soon see what is going on.
Well, he will see those medics on the ramp, so he will immediately notice what's up.
And right now, Dewalt knows.
He knows. So, well, he does have. He's putting robo support bay. He's putting forge. Okay.
But there are no splash damage units.
The terror needs to go right now.
Yeah, and he's doing that. He's macroing like crazy, and there are not so many units from the world, so he needs to harass this army a little bit. Just force tanks to siege up, run away, and buy some times for himself.
A nice surprise, Dark Templar. It may be devastating for those marines.
And there is a counter attack from the world.
Nice. He's picking out those marines very nicely. 3 marines died to the Dark Templar. He does have a shuttle. I think Dewalt will hold it.
But will Terror hold it? Will Terror hold his natural expansion?
Unlikely.
Yeah, there is a tank, so he should be fine on the ground.
You need a lot of support, a lot of marines to counter that many dragoons. So it will be a natural exchange, but Dewalt is not pulling his probes. By the way, Dewalt is supply right now.
Yeah, because he's losing all the probes in natural expansion. This is huge loss. If he will manage to defend it, he will not have probes to transfer to another expansion, so this is huge loss.
Dewalt focused on defending. He stopped that country attack.
And so Weaver shot too.
Not switching anymore. Oh, amazing. That was very lucky Scarab. That was a very lucky Scarab.
Yeah.
Usually those Scarabs don't go that good.
Yeah, usually not, but Dewalt Scarabs are going like crazy.
This is not. This is a very difficult spot for TerrOru to break right now. That river on that ramp, it will be very difficult. Zealot speed is in. It will be. It is possible to break through right now. That river needs to be targeted, but he's not targeting the river.
And a lot of zealots are dying. And right now, TerrOru is leaving his base. He's killing the dragons. He's using the moment when the world is taking care of macroing the river, and he killed almost every dragon which was standing in front of his natural base. So
I've got
really
to say,
nice
those
move.
dragoons that were sent to the bottom of the map, they were completely wasted because they didn't do anything. He focused so much on defending, at the same time he just stood there with those dragoons. He lost a shuttle, but he does have two rivers. They are not shooting.
Oh, they are now, and it looks like it's enough, but he's targeting the...
It's over.
No, he will kill. Yeah, he did. This river didn't have time to shoot, and I believe TerrOru did it.
There is an SCV that will be fixing the bunker. 3 zealots left.
Oh yeah, the Marines and Medic strategy is working for TerrOru. Oh my god, GG! Oh my god, this was crazy. I like it so much.
I was so one hand I was so surprised that he did send those dragoons, but then I saw that he's countering, that he's pushing his opponent natural, amazing. But then he just stood there with those dragoons, and they could be used to like outflank the attack, to defend. He did miss those dragoons in defense very much.
And even this counter attack, it looks really like a really good idea for the world, and it didn't work.
No.
So,
he just stood there and like 7 dragoons did nothing really.
Yeah, okay, so I will make a game Gold Rush for the world.
So yeah, he did pay for those carriers in previous game very. He did pay the favor to his opponent.
Yeah.
Because last game it was TerrOru that didn't scout his opponent. This time it was Dewalt that scouted too late. Well, too late. He had no chance to scout that in time actually. So TerrOru focused on locking his base tightly. There was no scout possible, and he just played it very well. It was a very timed attack.
Yeah, he knew that
executed perfectly.
He knew that he needs to go in the time when observers saw this strategy, because Dewalt will adjust to the strategy extremely fast. He would make like storm, and these marines would be useless. But what will happen in this map? Because it is not a regular map. This is a little bit different than regular map, because, for example, as a Terran, you can always scout Protoss from these minerals on the back, so the hiding Dark Templars is not really the best idea on this map.
And it's very far from one base to another. So moving armies is quite difficult.
And also the mid area of the map is extremely open, so if it comes to the open battle, if it should advantage Protoss army, because he really wants to flank Terran ground army.
But it is very possible for Terran to play dropships here. It is very viable tactic, and we may see that. We saw TerrOru play with dropships today already against Dandy, so yeah, we might see that again.
Yeah, and if I would have to bet money, I would bet money that Dewalt will make carriers on this map, because they are looking extremely effective on this map for me. Because you can have third expansion and defend it, and it is all on the cliff, so all the map have cliff around the map, so it is the perfect map for making carriers.
So, if you didn't notice, guys, Dewalt on the top of the screen in the middle, and TerrOru on the bottom right position, both green.
Yeah, oh my god, that's true. They both are green, so... What can I do?
We are men, we only know 3 colors.
And fortunately, the
Awesome,
races are
amazing,
different.
fucking amazing. That's 3 colors we see. Awesome, amazing, and fucking amazing. Only those.
Do you mean color? Fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I understand. So I know that there is a color green and teal, but I'm not sure which one is which. Or maybe blue and teal. I'm not sure. I know that there is blue and green, so this is enough for a man.
Definitely.
Oh, hello, Koget. Yeah, I meant grand finals, and I was checking that there was no mistake over the banner who is playing, but I believe I put it correctly. Grand finals. I'm looking at it third time. And what is going on in the game? Because it is 3 minutes already, so players are making the crucial choices right now.
Well, TerrOru is hiding his SCV-2 scout. It is very easy to keep your scout alive very, very long time on this map, you know? It's so wide, it's so open, you can dance around the mineral line, so yeah, it's really good. If you can keep your scout for so long, it's always important to do so.
Yeah, and that's why I was saying that it is not a good idea to make like hidden Dark Templars, because Terran always can scout you.
Yep, machine shop almost done. So, will we see a quick starport from Terror, or will he add another factory?
This STV is standing on the weird spot, so yeah, I thought that it will be starport, but it isn't. Yeah, he have a lot of marines, so he will probably try to push.
And neither of them expanded, so that's also important to notice.
Yeah, in the last game, both of them went for quick expansion, and here we have something wild and tactical from both players.
First tank is out. And there are 6 marines, he will be pushing. He will be pushing with this.
Yeah, he will.
So he's probably doing a mine. He's upgrading mines. So he will add like another tank, and then he will push. He will add more vultures. And he might be pushing with this. That's way too many marines for a standard play.
And look at Dewalt. He killed one assimilator, but didn't kill second. So I'm not sure why.
Okay, second tank is in. He's going out. Is he sending a CV with it? Yes, he is. So
Yeah.
he will be fixing. He will try to put a bunker. He can also repair those tanks if they get any damage.
And this is really scary push for TerrOru, because there are only 4 dragoons for the world.
Well, Dewalt does have a shuttle, so it is something that can work in his favor. But there are many marines. There is a lot of marines. There is a robo support base, so River will be out very, very soon.
And TerrOru did what he likes the most, which he already have great spot to contain the world, so probably bunker, yeah, and siege mode, and go.
I got to say, this is a little bit unfortunate for TerrOru, because if Dewalt would amazing snipe of that SCV, that was
impressive.
So important.
And this one is only having 10 SCV and 10 HP, so one shot with a dragoon would kill it.
Would, but he will not do it. That bunker will be ready. Shuttle is loaded. River is out. He will try to break it. I'm not sure there are tanks, or he's going into the main. This is a bit unfortunate, because if Dewalt would expand, that would be amazing for TerrOru. If he would expand, TerrOru would have an upper hand. But right now, he will just expand on the left side of the map. No biggie. And right now, Dewalt will be dropping 2 zealots and a river into his opponent's base, but he needs to be ready to defend his main. TerrOru is going in. The drop is down. So many kills. 6 SCVs dead, but
Yeah.
he did lose the ramp in the main.
Yeah, but there is only one tank left, so he might be able to do it with probes. He should use probes to just punch, surround these marines.
8 kills on a river. He did went for the siege mode. He didn't went for the mine. Mines are in. River, that river has no scarabs. He's going back with the shuttle.
And there is speed shuttle.
Speed shuttle is in. Will it be enough? Why he's not pulling probes? He's doing it now.
Oh, I believe this is the transfer. He's not one to. This is the most bad manner transfer probe ever.
Okay, that was just. He's not bothered. He's not bothered. Amazing defense, and at the same time, he did kill 8 SCVs in his opponent's main. So.
And he will kill more because there is no def. Oh yeah, there are mines in the extremely sensitive spots. If the world will not have a quick reaction, the river can die easily. But the natural expansion is not defended, and another SCVs are dying.
Will that scarab? Oh, that's what scarabs do. They mess up.
Yeah.
14 kills on those 2 rivers. 14 kills. Few of them are marines. So that's not necessarily all SCVs.
So look at Protoss. The Scarabs are messing up, the Dragons are retarded, and Protoss are still winning. This is extremely interesting.
And this is also very, very strong from... this is a very strong Protoss play. Simply 2 rivers and you are in a very, very bad spot.
Yeah, and he's winning the game with these rivers.
Oh my goodness, just 2 rivers will decimate his base.
Oh, explosion! This is what I was talking about. Sensitive spots.
The second river, he lost both rivers in that shuttle, and he will lose a shuttle. What a turnaround!
What a good manner. He knows that he's in a great spot, and he knows that a lot of people are watching and they want to see a longer game. So really good manner plays by the world.
Wow, that
was huge mistakes. Being serious.
It was so unfortunate. Because it seems like he lost only 1 river, but no, just at the time the mine blew up, he did put second river out, and they both died. Not like it mattered because shuttle died just moments after that, but yeah, all the advantage he had built up, it's gone.
Yeah, and now he's pushing like crazy.
He does have one more expansion. There's that. Does have attack advantage because he does have a rivers. He have river, he have speed shuttle, so it will be very, very annoying for TerrOru to counter.
Yeah, and he killed the dragons, so this is weird. They will have 70 supply, TerrOru have only 40, so I believe most of this supply is in probes.
Well, TerrOru only have 2 factories. At the same time, they would have 4 gateways and a robo support and robotics facility, so his production capabilities are much bigger than TerrOru.
Yeah, for sure. TerrOru is now just adding 3rd factory, but look how many STVs he have. 11 STVs in mine base and 9 STVs in natural expansion. This is definitely not enough for this stage of the game.
I'm not sure if TerrOru will not pay very, very much for this aggression. He did kill a river, so that's always important. But I'm not sure if he's in a position of strength right now. Should maybe back up a little. But yeah. No, he's very aggressive.
Yeah, if you look at the fact that he have almost no economy left, he's extremely aggressive.
No economy and pretty much very, very little production. 3 factories now. Only 1 factory can make tanks. So there will be much more vultures. And yeah, the world will not allow for any kind of contain. He's got the economy behind him. So he will just keep killing those units. And right now TerrOru is playing exactly like the world wants. He wants him to waste units.
He doubled his limit.
And that shuttle is almost dead.
And there is 2 rivers, so a lot of value in one almost dead shuttle, but Dewalt can control it almost perfectly.
But it is always nice to see when you are behind. People tend to react by going hyper defensive, just sitting in your own base. At the same time, TerrOru is playing a bit for time. He tries to improve his... Oh, those mines.
Yeah, this mine was so close.
He did kill 1 river.
And he will kill 1 tank more. Oh, he was focusing the SCV. Nice. Extremely good micro from Dewaltinho.
So yeah, TerrOru wants to get back into the game by buying himself some time, by putting pressure on Dewalt and not allowing him to attack his own base. So yeah, he's paying with units, he's paying very dearly, but at the same time he tries to get back to the game, but he only have 1 gas. He doesn't have that many production buildings. It will be very difficult for TerrOru to come back.
Yeah, and right now I believe this is the final attack. When TerrOru will see that how many units they would have, he should give up. And he's dancing with the shuttles. Oh my god, shuttle dancer.
GG.
Oh my god, GG. Dancerino with Shatterino. Yeah, nice job with 4 Protoss. They even can dance in the game.
And now Dewalt is only 1 game away from taking the grand final.
Yeah, 1 game from being the champion. Yeah, and he showed us against Dandy that he is capable of winning so much, winning so confidently against Dandy. So let's see what he can bring here, because it's all on TerrOru right now. Dewalt is probably really calm right now, because he's not losing 3-1 when there is best of 7 finals.
Last time TerrOru went for dropships and denied his opponent's natural expansion with nice placed tanks on the ledge. Will he do it this time? We will see. Dewalt probably saw the game. He was probably watching on the stream, I believe. So these tactics will not surprise him. He may be ready for it. And that's why he's scouting so soon. Or no.
Oh no.
or no.
Oh no.
Because he... No.
Dewalt.
Oh, Dewalt, you sneaky bastard.
So it is $100 for 2nd place and $200 for 1st place. So this is the match for $100.
It would be so funny if TerrOru would go for proxies as well. That would be so funny.
Yeah, and this position of supply depot is really good for making a wall, so the wall will be tight against zealots. Or will it be? Because the barrack placement... Oh yeah, it will be if you put 2nd supply above the barracks.
Like I said, walling on this map is very tricky. He will not find that gateway. But he will find his opponent's main, and he will know that something's wrong.
He will find out that something weird is going on, and Dandy did something like this against him already. So he should be running with his SCV just to fill the gap in the wall.
Well, Zealot is still not out, so he should be able to...
But
fill the wall in time.
Look at the barracks placement. Where the Marines will pop? Over the right side or over the left side? Because this is crucial.
Exactly. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Maybe he will be able to make 1 barrack, lift the barracks, and put them in the right direction, right spot. Oh my god, this wall is Zealot type or not?
He will have to put a supply depot in the middle.
Oh no, it's tight.
It can't be. Come on. It can't be zero tight. Really? Is it really?
Yeah, this place is tight. Links can go through here, so through the minerals. I'm almost sure.
Well, let's see. Well, he can go through, and he isn't even trying going through the middle. In the meantime, there are already 3 marines, so that's a lot. Apparently, it's tight.
But look at the right side of the map, robotics facility on the way, and TerrOru is making the academy, so he wants to make Marines and Medic, and Weaver is exact answer, great answer to the Marines and Medic. So Dewalt, even if TerrOru found out what is going on, is really adjusting to this strategy extremely well. And losing these Marines is not a good idea. You don't want to lose them.
Oh, he didn't target the... Oh, he killed it, okay. I thought he would let this one go, but no. So he killed 3 marines, that's a lot. That was really important for the world. And he's delaying his opponent right now because he needs a river. Oh, this is very sneaky, like a proxy into a proxy. So.
Yeah, proxy into a proxy, but really smart proxy. Making the river, when you're forcing your opponent to make Marines and Medic, and making the river in the same time is extremely smart. So this is something like making carriers to change unit composition of Terran in TPP. He forced exact unit composition and answering to it. Extremely well played by the world. I really like it. And the shuttle is on the way. Oh, he's lifting the dragoons to the TerrOru main, and probably will attack with the river. So smart play by the world. And he put pylon in his entrance to the main base, so SCV can't sneak through. Hello? Is Sensi here? So TerrOru is moving out right now, and Dewalt is trying to punish these SCVs. The river is coming, and the only answer for river in TerrOru arsenal are Marines, which is not the best answer. Yeah, okay. So he killed the, but he will want to go for a counterattack, and Dewalt knows about it. And if he loses this river against these Marines, this will be huge. And it looks like he will be able to snipe the shuttle, and he killed the shuttle with the river. Oh my god, this is looking not the best for Dewalt. I'm really sure that he's losing this game. Oh my god, so smart move. That's why StarCraft is the best game in the universe.
Yeah, sorry, I'm a little bit out, don't worry.
Okay, so we are starting the game, which also might be the match point. And someone in the chat said that TerrOru only wins when he goes bio. Of course, it was said by the Mustache Zerg Bakuryu. Extremely well and well playing Zerg. So yeah, that's true. TerrOru won 2 games, and both of them he was going for Marines and Medic. So we have TerrOru on Andromeda being on top right position as a yellow Terran, and we have Dewalt as a white Protoss in the top left corner. Will it be the last match, or will TerrOru tighten it up and make it even? This is the question.
It will be difficult. It will be difficult. This is a map that Dewalt is. Well, it is a well-played map. He knows it very well. Both players knows it.
Yeah, and something happened.
So you were lagging a bit.
Oh, it was me. So
yeah. Apparently you left.
I'm left, or I'm, because it looks like I'm still in the game.
Not sure. It did say that you left Battle.net. Ah, don't worry, you're in.
Okay, so we are having, we don't see if Dewalt will make Gateway or Nexus first. So we see that TerrOru went for Fast Barrack, but will he go for Raffinery or for Fast Command Center? This is the question.
No, the Dewalt will go for Nexus. We've got barracks already. He will scout the cross spot position, so it will be a little bit longer. And once again we see Protoss going for mineral only first.
Yeah, this is exactly how Dandy did it, so nice. I believe it needs to be something behind it, not to make it on a lower ground, but to make it on high ground and use cliff to defend.
Well, it is easier to defend against Terran when, if Terran decides to contain you with tanks, you can just camp the ramp, defend on the ramp, not let Terran in when you put the expansion below. If Terran contains you, it's really tough. It's really tough. You need River or at least Zealot speed to break that contain. And it might be too late. TerrOru is also expanding. He's doing so blindly. He didn't scout his opponent yet. And now he knows. Now he sees the expansion. And he stopped making more marines, so he will add a factory soon. Oh, Dewalt did turn around. He doesn't want to lose that probe. That shows. He saw the expansion and he didn't go in. He didn't try to keep his probe inside. He knew that he would lose it very, very quickly, but he managed to save that probe. So
yeah.
One scouting.
But do you think that? Yeah, I thought that TerrOru will keep this STV in the base just to see if there will be Dark Templars or some River, but he showed it to the world.
And it is time for Dewalt to decide what's next. Is he putting another gateway or is he going for some kind of tech? I believe he will be going for observers. But he wants to kill that SCV. He's not putting anything. He's not even doing dragon range. So he may be trying to be sneaky. Robotics facility. This doesn't have to mean anything right now.
Yeah,
but most likely he will simply go for the observers. But only now he started dragon range. A bit late, I think.
So it might be a reverse. If he wanted to make robotics facility before the gun range, he might be trying to do something crazy with his river macros, like he did on Gold Rush. It was really good idea. And Starport is on the way with TerrOru. Nice.
On the other hand, we have Starport exactly. Machine shop without even a tank, but there will be no dragoon range, so that dragoon will be only able to stare at that bunker and do nothing. It will be quite some time before he can start shooting. So robotics facility is up and we have river.
Yeah, and look at TerrOru's SCVs. He's searching for some hidden buildings like robotics facility or Citadel of Adun, maybe with Templars archives. He wants to know what is going on because if the Dark Templars would come right now, it would be devastating for TerrOru because he have no detection. He just now is producing engineering bay.
But most importantly, he doesn't have academy, so he will not be able to scan. So scanning his opponent's base is not possible. TerrOru is playing blindly, and he will be playing blindly for a long time.
And there is only one tank, and shuttle is going to TerrOru base already. There is Weaver here, or it is just 2 dragons.
I'm sure.
I
think it was way too early. I think it was way too early to make a river because he had time only to make a shuttle. So
yeah,
this is a scouting zealot.
Scouting zealot from a shuttle.
This is a scouting drop.
Yeah, and TerrOru is thinking, what the fuck? There are gateways in my main?
Exactly. Okay, he did kill 2 SCVs, so that's a lot paid for himself.
Yeah, and he kept these SCVs busy, kept them away from mining for a second, so this was definitely good 1 zealot drop against Terran. It should be a new meta.
2 SCVs for 1 zealot, I will always take that trade. But yeah, he also let TerrOru know that he is making shuttles, that he will be making drops. So TerrOru will be much more prepared than if he would only go for a river. Right now he is expecting this.
And look, the Scarabs can go through the power generators.
Yeah,
I didn't know about it.
Yeah, they can. Sometimes Scarabs are not so dumb. Most of the time, not this time.
And Dewalt is very sensibly killing the power generator below his expansion because he knows if the drop would come over here, it would be really hard to kill it without...
There is a ride.
Right, and is the speed shuttle on the way? If it is, it should be done soon. But
he's not making cloak, so that's just a quick ride to put some units on the map to counter that shuttle. Doesn't need much more. Already 5 kills on that river. Oh, that's nice. And the shuttle will go down. It's important to kill as many units as he can right now.
And he's targeting SCVs. Extremely well done.
Nice. Like it was like 5 SCVs. Oh, it's still alive.
And tank is targeting zealots, not the river, but yeah, right did it. But a lot of SCVs died. I think it was worth it for the world.
That river had like 11 kills, so river plus a shuttle for like 2 tanks, like 7 SCVs, a vulture.
But look, there are 2 photon cannons in the world main because he saw the dropship and he knows that vultures can be really dangerous. Oh my god, there are 3 dropships.
And there is that platform that the world opened.
Yeah.
It's possible to elevate units there.
There are only 2 dragoons there, so 3 dropships should easily be able to break this, to kill these 2 dragoons. But there is nothing left in TerrOru main from units.
Okay, the world needs to be very careful right now. He will need all those dragoons to defend that drop. If he moves out like he is, he may not be in time to get back into the main. He sees the right, but he doesn't see the dropship, so he's not deciding to commit to defense. Those dragoons are far away. Nice scouting with the right. It's a cheap unit, not really worth anything. Already he did kill the shuttle, so that's always nice. But look, TerrOru is backing off.
Extremely well played by the world. He knew that this might happen, and he was prepared for it. Oh my god!
Surprised
so
with only 3 dragoons, like 5 dragoons here, he was afraid that his whole army is in the main, but that's not the thing. Most of the world's army was in the middle of the map, so he would make a lot of damage. He could kill like all his tech.
And there is no arbiter tech. Mass gateways 2, 6 gateways plus 4 plus 5, 11 gateways from the world. A lot of production capabilities, and there are only 5 factories from TerrOru.
Another dropship added.
Yeah, 4 dropships, so yeah, if he will come with 6 dropship and siege up these tanks immediately, it will be really hard for the world to attack with this small choke.
But the dragon count is rising. If he would be unlucky, if he loses those dropships just for a moment, they may die very, very quickly to those dragoons, so he needs to be very careful about them.
Yeah, he needs to be. It might be one attack only. If it will not work, he will be eliminated from tournament. And the grand finals, the titles go for the world. So this might be the last important attack of this game.
It is a double-edged sword, really. Whole Terror's army is in those dropships. He is going on top of the map. But there is a Zealot, he saw that. He saw that very, very early. Will he snipe at least one dropship before it drops? I don't think it will be enough.
Yeah, but all the units are coming back. But this is not the best position to drop these units. All the units from the world are coming back, so...
And Dewalt had all the time in the world to reinforce this position. Only 5 tanks left. All vultures are dead. He will try to evacuate, but the losses will be severe. Dewalt is very far ahead, 150 supply to 108. And this didn't work out. That gamble didn't pay, and it all came down to this one Zealot. This one Zealot left on the island who let Dewalt know something's going on.
Yeah, and he revenged on this Zealot.
And he put so much resources in those dropships, and there will be no payoff.
But in this, right now the army of the world is extremely cheap, so if TerrOru would have a little bit patience and make a slow push, so he might be able to kill it, but he's going like he's too open. Right now this army will crush him like crazy. Oh my god, I'm afraid of TerrOru.
Speed is in. Too many units.
And even the storms.
Only Zealots will kill this. Dragons were not even necessary. There's so many resources are in those dropships. They are not cheap.
Extremely convincing win by the world.
Exactly. He even has the upgrade advantage. 1-0 versus nothing. Dewalt will take it.
Yeah, but TerrOru might be able to defend it. Let's see. 3 tanks, some vultures, but there are no vulture speed yet. This shows that how much he invested in these dropships.
And that macro from Dewalt. Let's not forget about that. But yeah, not enough units to defend. Terror taps out. Dewalt takes whole tournament in the grand finals. Wins 4-2.
Yeah, 4-2 for the world in finals, and he's the first international Bombastic StarLeague final winner. I mean champion. So good job for the world. I need to congratulate him. I'm out of Battle.net. So huge deal for him, and I will ask him to be our King of the Hill, Bombastic StarLeague King of the Hill, and I would like to ask him to defend this title every week. So this is my idea, to make weekly tournament. So let's see how it goes. If you want to see weekly tournaments from Bombastic StarLeague, you can see the section below. There is a section tournaments, and I would like to make one weekly tournament, open tournament for Bombastic StarLeague players who are participating in the ladder, and one BSL King of the Hill event also once in a week, when the best player king will defend his title. So this is it for Bombastic StarLeague 3. We have a champion, we have a second place, third place and fourth place, and fourth place was taken by Eonzek, third place was taken by Dandy, second place by TerrOru, and our champion is the world.
Congrats to the world. Well-earned victory. But congrats to everyone that participated. And guys, don't forget to participate in ladder tournament. It's on. It's on. You can be here next time with those guys. Just put that BSO tag.
And start playing ladder.
Exactly.
So, thank you very much, guys. This is it for the Bombastic StarLeague. I thought that I will be happy that I will no longer have to stream like every Saturday since December, but I'm a little bit sad. So that's why I would like to make some other tournaments, because I think people are liking it and StarCraft needs it. So we will make something else to make StarCraft great again.
And yeah, thanks to all the viewers.
Yeah, thanks to the viewers, and thank you for supporting, for following a lot. Bombastic StarLeague finals wouldn't happen without the donations from the viewers, from the people who are watching. So thanks to them, I am able to make another tournament. So thank you so much, guys. This is really helping me to get to make next tournament. And thanks to you, we will make another one, Bombastic StarLeague. So watch at the Team Liquid, watch networks. I will announce everything soon. And this is it for the tournament. Thank you, Sensive, of course, for casting. You casted, I believe, you were the most. You were casting the most games with me with other casters. So
really, wow. Well, thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you very much too.